Cruiser Customizing, and welcome to this week's Tip of the Week. We're going to be talking about chaps and vests.
Now, chaps and vests have been a staple for the motorcyclist for a really long time. And really there's two main reasons. One, to protect you against road rash.
And the other great reason is to provide some wind protection.
While riding your motorcycle down the road in the summertime, if it's 80, 90, 100 degrees outside, and you're cruising down the freeway 50, 60, 70 miles an hour, that wind going straight through your blue jeans and hitting your skin is really not good. In the wintertime, at temperatures below 50 degrees, that wind chill can be 30 degrees. It can be freezing. The leather chap allows that wind to deflect off of the chap and not get to your skin.
Another added benefit of wearing chaps is it reduces wind flap.
You see people riding down the road all the time with their blue jeans and t-shirts flapping away. Now that can cause rashes and irritation that you just don't need.
As you can see, we do have a wide variety of chaps and vests here. Kyle, what sets them apart?
There's a couple things that really differentiate chaps and vests and that make their price points very, very different. So let's go ahead and pull two pair down here on the table and take a look at some of those differences. Here on the table we have a pair of the Gunslinger Chaps from Milwaukee, which is a premium chap. And over here we have a pair of the River Road Basic Chaps. Now, one of the major things that are going to make chaps different is the actual thickness and texture of the leather.
So if you feel this one, it's really soft and supple, whereas this one, it's noticeably thinner as well as a bit more rough.
Now, in addition to the leather on the outside itself, on the inside you're going to notice a big difference as well. You can see these seams here aren't quite so finished and it's not lined. Over here on this Milwaukee, you see that this chap has been lined with a sport short type material. What this is going to do is it's going to allow this chap to wick moisture from your legs and continue to breathe.
Another key difference that you'll notice in the higher end chaps is the stitching and hardware. This set has quality hardware and double stitching.
Now we talked a little bit about the differentiators for the chaps, and before we get into the cutting and sizing of chaps, let's step on over and take a look at the vests. Now here in my hand is the basic vest from River Road. You can see that there's quite a few differences between it and the two premium Milwaukee brands, the one that Kelly's holding and the one that I'm wearing. This basic vest here is one of our most popular selling vests on the market. Now, what makes it different than the Milwaukee vest? Simply the hardware is not quite as great, the leather is a little bit thinner, but it's going to provide you all of the basic features and functions that you're going to want out of a vest. If you're looking for protection in a vest, Icon is one of the only makers out there that make a vest with CE approved armor. Here in the back you've got CE approved plates that will protect your spine in the case of an accident. And here on the front you can see it's got perforated leather for more ventilation. The vest that Kelly's been wearing throughout this tip is the basic women's vest from River Road. Now in her hand over here is a very beautiful vest from PokerRun. This is a great vest if you're looking to accessorize and accentuate with a vest. Now before we're moving away from the women's vest, this Icon vest up here is military spec, it's mesh, and with this beautiful pink color, you're not going to be missed. Vests are a great way to show where you've been and a way to express your individuality. Now a lot of times you wear a vest over a jacket, so while you're wearing a t-shirt, you like the vest to fit normal. But if you're going to wear your vest over your leather jacket, vest extenders are a great way to go. Kelly has some of our standard chain vest extenders shown here, and here in my hand is a leather set. They simply extend your vest by snapping into place. Vest extenders are a great way, whether you go leather or chain, to add an extra 4 inches of comfort to your life.
Now that we've covered the vest fitment, let's go ahead and talk about chaps.
When it comes to getting the proper chap length fitment, you're going to need a couple things. A ruler, pair of scissors, and a marking pen. They usually come longer than you need. Go ahead and sit on your motorcycle in your riding position. We're going to mark the length and then cut. We have lots of extra chap length here. So we're going to take a look at where the bottom of her heel is, kind of where the first crease is here in the front, and we're going to go ahead and make a mark.
Now that we have these measured, we're going to set a ruler across, mark them, and cut them.
So down here you can see this is the stock length chap, and this has been modified to fit Kelly. So here on the bike in the riding position, Kelly and her Hella chaps fit perfect. As you can see, she's got a couple breaks here in the front, indicating that these chaps are the perfect length.
Thank you for joining us for this week's Chap and Vest Cruiser Customizing Tip of the Week.
Until next week, take care and ride safe.